Hi guys, and welcome back to Fat Boy RC. Now today I want to talk to you about a little buggy that's been, in my opinion, has been overlooked as a very good budget entry type of machine to get either your kids into radio control or yourself if you're not experienced. Now this buggy I want to talk to you about today is the Phantom XB. Okay, now this is a model from HPI Racing. Who are a very good company, been around for years. The Maverick's quite successful as a truggy. The buggy itself, for some reason, hasn't actually been that successful, especially not where I live in the south of England. We don't really see it much, which is a shame, because this little beastie here is an amazing value. £109 ready to run, so 99% ready to go. You just take it out of the box, charge the battery, put in the batteries in the controller, and away you go. We didn't buy it for that reason. We bought this to upgrade, but this is a very good little start-off point. So basically, for your £109, you get this lovely box, and in this lovely box, you get this lovely little car. Okay. This lovely little car comes with a brushed 550 motor that's good for about sort of 18-20 miles an hour if pushed. It also comes with a nickel metal hydride battery, a standard in the package, a small charger, and some radio gear. Now that's all ready to go. Now, being a budget car, you've got to expect some drawbacks on it. Okay, so with this particular one, there are a few limitations to the specification, not quality issues, but sort of technical issues. So, for instance, the start-off point with this would be the oil-filled suspension. Now, the buggies all have suspension. These have oil-filled suspension all round, but they're not adjustable. Right? They work, they're good, they're strong, they do the job, but they're not adjustable. Okay, so you can't change the strength of the spring to suit your driving. That being said, you do get some little shims in with them that you can plonk in, and that will allow you to stiffen up the suspension a little bit if you prefer it to be a little bit of a stiffer ride. But adjustable, no. Now, to replace those, obviously you can replace the suspension all round, probably £20–30, and you're going to be able to put adjustable suspension all round, depending on what sort of level you want to go. Okay, so that's the first point. The next point is the steering and rake on the car. So some cars, or a lot of cars in the higher price point, and some of the budget machines have adjustable steering and rake type settings on the front and back. Right? These don't. These have a solid bar in there, there and there, there and there, and that is non-adjustable. It works, keeps it a straight line, does all that kind of stuff. Some people want a bit more control. Again, if you want control, go and buy these kind of things. Yep, this is the adjustable versions, and these can take it. It's an upgrade that's available for it. £10–20 for a set, and you can do the whole car. Okay. There's a lot of positives about this car. It's made of very strong, durable composite plastic. Okay. The suspension works. So although it wasn't adjustable, it's good oil-filled suspension. Car's nice and, you know, boing. See, it does the job. Okay, so if you're looking at this, there's another little thing I like here is the battery tray. I'll come in close to the camera so you can see this. Literally, you pull the pin out and you just literally open it up. Battery goes in, and you close it up. Now, if you're not familiar with the world of RC, batteries can be a bit of a pain. Normally you have like two pillars with pins and things. You pull it out, put it back in. It's a little bit of fiddling around. That's nice and neat. Okay. The next thing I like about this car is, to save money, HPI have obviously gone and made a one piece which covers the two differentials and is the chassis plate. It becomes one piece. Now that was obviously to save some money in the production of it, but inadvertently they make the vehicle stronger by putting that in there. So although it was a cutback, it's actually made the vehicle a piece stronger. Now, the motor that came with the car is the brushed 550 from Maverick with the brushed ESC. Now this, we never even started it up because that wasn't why we bought the car. We decided that we would like to have the car go faster. Now, we installed a 3,300 kV brushless motor with ESC, which can take the 2S or the 3S batteries. Now this costs £40. Okay, so £40 for the upgrade if you wish to do it. Next thing, obviously it's got nice tyres all round. These are a month old, and as you can see there's still a bit of tread left on them. We have been running it on tarmac on our local track as well as in the woods and things, so it has taken a lot of wear on the tyres, but they're a month old, so you can expect to get a decent life out of the tyres if you treat it correctly. We drive like idiots, so you know. One thing you may notice is the rear spoiler's not exactly super duper. Now that's because it came out of the box with a rear spoiler, but literally the first time we run it down the road and flipped it over, it smashed. Not the greatest quality spoiler. That was a bit of a letdown. We could buy a new one. They cost about £5, but we decided to go with an old tried and tested way of shaping a piece of guttering and using that as a spoiler. It works, does the trick. It'll outlast any spoiler on the market, to be quite honest with you. Right, next thing about this car, fully ball raced. So ball bearings in all the axles and everything. Obviously going to make it have a lot of smooth action, which again, for the £109, that's great, isn't it? You know? Next thing, metal gears in the differentials. So front and rear differential, yeah. In the middle there, hidden away, is an aluminium drive shaft. This car, in here, is quite a smooth acting car. Now, again, I mean, I don't know how they've done that for £109. I don't know how they put the metal differentials in. I don't know how they've done aluminium and everything that's in there. I mean, it's quite amazing, really, that they've done that. Now, I can testify now that we've had this, like I say, for a month with a brushless motor in it, and this goes like stink. It's actually a very, very quick little buggy. It's taken some major hits, and it's still ticking. You know, it's still ticking away. The worst thing that happened, obviously spoiler broke, but was a screw threaded out in one of the knuckles here, which we fixed with a better screw and some Loctite. Now, you'll understand that in the radio control car world, we do crash, we do break things, but you can fix them. Now, the point I'm making with that is these are cheap and easy to fix, just like any other hobby grade radio control car. I recommend this. I think it's a great little buggy. It's a bit of a looker. It's actually quite similar looking to the T Pirelli Synchro, which is the 1/8 premium type of car here. But obviously on a budget. If you're looking to get out and get one of these, ready to run out the box, £109, that'll be just like a basic entry level with the slower motor and the slower battery. If you had £40 for the motor, an ESC, £20 for a battery, yep, so that's £60. Then you might want to do the steering adjustment, £60, so that's another tenner, £70. And if you really want to do suspension, another 20 quid, £90. So for less than £200, you're going to have a brushless, fast, strong, quality buggy. It's definitely worth mentioning the radio gear that HPI have supplied with this car. This is the Maverick MTX 244 radio gear. As you can see, it's quite a chunky radio gear. Now, I've got big chunky hands, it fits very comfortably in my hand. The trigger position is very, very natural for me. It's smooth, very smooth action. There's a nice little wheel there with the foam around it. As you can hear, spring's quite good. There's a lot of adjustment on here. In here, you've got the servo channel reverse switches. You've got the bind button for if you need to bind it to the transmitter. You've also got the channel HPI, which allows you to adjust the brake force and the throttle force for sort of speed and handleability. On the side of the wheel here, you've got 3 lots of adjustment as well. And it's generally a good quality radio gear, by far the best feeling quality radio gear I've had on any of the budget models that I've looked at recently. So again, that's a big plus. The servo is quite responsive, and it's not going to set the world on fire, but it does the job. Throttle action's good, and it's gone. And she's back again. Hey. Right, so there we go, guys. That was at the abandoned car track in Chattendene, Kent. As you see, it flies around, quite a nice little car. Maverick Phantom XB, £109, ready to run, online. If you like the video, give it a like. Please subscribe. I can carry on making content. Thanks, guys. See ya.